Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is your month ahead love reading. You've got a general reading on the channel if you want to check that out. It's sitting next door. And yeah, if you'd like to order a reading with me, you can go through to the end of the reading and click on the website box that comes up. It's got a little kind of black magician in it with bunches in her hair. If you want to order a reading, I'm also taking for year ahead readings now as well. They are in the format of the Lenormand and also the live spread if you want to order one of those. So let's get on with your reading, guys. We're using the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Show up really nice on screen. These are, I really like these cards a lot. They're just the bigger version of the normal size Rider-Waite deck. So let's make a start. Let's shuffle the cards. These can be a bit tricky to shuffle. What's coming in for Aquarius and love for November 2018? Show me Aquarius and love for November 2018. Show me Aquarius and love for the month of November 2018. Show me Aquarius and love. What's coming in for Aquarius and love for the month of November 2018? Show me what's coming in for Aquarius and love for the month of November 2018. Show me. Okay. Right, we're going to split the deck into three. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to collect that back up, Aquarius, and we're going to start laying the cards. Pardon me while I just take a moment to lay them, because they can be, I've got a monitor right in front of me, but I also have to look through the camera flip screen as well, because it shows the whole view. The monitors that I use, the screen isn't big enough to show me like where the cards end and stuff, so what I tend to do is look through here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we've got 1, 2, 3. Oops, nosy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7, and then we've got, I hope that's showing for right. It looks a little bit lopsided, the screen does to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, yeah, everything looks a little bit, it does look lopsided. Pardon me one moment, guys. Just going to try and change this round a little bit here, because it just looks lopsided. I hate it when it looks like that. Let me just try and, is that better? I'm wondering. Yeah, that looks a bit better to me. And let's try and switch it around a little bit like this. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That looks not so lopsided. Still looks slightly lopsided, but sorry about that, guys. It's difficult to try and get this camera to do what I want it to do sometimes. Pardon me while I sip my coffee as well. It's early morning, 9:15 on a Thursday morning, the 18th of October. So let's have a look at what's going on. What's the situation around the mental and emotional? The High Priestess. Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Pisces person with that High Priestess energy, but you could also be dealing with somebody who's keeping secrets. I don't think that this is you. If this is you, then you're on your own, because High Priestesses in love readings usually show people who are single. Okay, sometimes High Priestesses are showing people who have blanked love out, or they're not bothering to wait for love anymore, or this is somebody who's just taking some downtime. Sometimes when you get a High Priestess in love, it suggests somebody who, especially if you know this person around the workplace, or if you've been working around somebody who's a High Priestess, you might fancy them, but they don't show a lot to you. That's the thing with a High Priestess. Somebody might be aloof, somebody might be distant. This card can mean lots and lots and lots of things within a love reading. Trust me, loads. This can sometimes be that you've broken up with someone and they're being very aloof with you, or somebody's being very distant with you, they're keeping something. Anyway, this might be a secret that you're dealing with the High Priestess. Mentally and emotionally, how do you feel about that High Priestess energy? You feel the Two of Swords. I think that this is somebody around you, this High Priestess. It could be a Pisces, but I think that it's somebody who's either aloof or somebody who's keeping secrets from you, Aquarius. And I think that mentally and emotionally, you're kind of a little bit See, mentally with the Two of Swords, two things shows up with a mental position within the Two of Swords. You're either in two minds or you're keeping your... I think the jury is out concerning this person here, because sometimes the Two of Swords is all about keeping your options open. So mentally you might say, well, you know, this person's keeping stuff from me, but you know what, hey ho, you know, if this is somebody you don't know that well, it might be that, well, you know, I like this person, but they're a little bit aloof. Maybe I'll keep my options open. But also this is kind of like being at a bit of a crossroads, like mentally in two minds. So it might be that mentally you're in two minds about this person here. And emotionally as well. How do you think you feel blocked emotionally? Two of Swords, when you feel blocked about something, when you have feelings for something and it's a Two of Swords, usually it's blockages. Okay, so I feel emotionally you feel blocked towards this person, probably because mentally you're in two minds. Okay, I think you've blocked off your emotions concerning this person here, because I think that you're in two minds. Therefore, it must be somebody around you who's either holding something or they're being quite aloof. Now, the reason for that Two of Swords is because, oh, that's interesting, the Sun. Now, that's a positive card. So when we get conjure cards, well, we think to ourselves, well, what is it? Sun is a good card usually when it comes to love. The Sun card can be transparency, though, and it can be the truth as well. Tricky reading already, to be honest with you, Aquarius, because the Sun is usually something good, the Sun is usually something quite positive, but then the Sun is also clarity and transparency. So it might be here, maybe somebody's keeping a secret, the High Priestess energy, and maybe mentally and emotionally you're in two minds, and emotionally you've kind of blocked yourself off. I think that's something with this Sun. I don't think that this is a card about happiness here. I think something has become quite transparent to you. I think that something is, I think that amidst whatever this person is doing as the High Priestess, amidst their aloofness or their secretiveness with this Two of Swords, I feel that you guys are in two minds about this individual, and also you're blocking your emotions off, because I feel with the Sun energy here, it could also be with the Sun energy you don't want to get burnt, because the Sun tends to burn. Okay, so for some of you guys it might be, well, I'm blocking myself off emotionally, I'm in two minds about this person and what their true agenda is, because I really don't want to get burnt with the Sun. Sun also means to get burnt. Your present situation, Aquarius, well, the Empress is the situation. So the Empress is all about mother figures, it's all about love, it's all about nurturing, it's all about people that care about us, we care about them. This is about a loving relationship, one that grows, one that flourishes. What are you experiencing around that Empress energy showing there? Well, you're experiencing the Knight of Swords energy. So I feel that you're experiencing something quick, because the Knight of Swords is all about quickness, okay? And if you look at the Knight of Swords, it's looking into that Two of Swords energy showing it. So this Two of Swords, this Knight of Swords is trying to, this person's blocking out this. And can you see the tarot interaction, how the Two of Swords lady, this person is coming forward. So sometimes when you get that combination, this person is saying, be careful of this combination is saying, be careful of an argument. You don't want to invite somebody in that's going to argue with you. Make sure that you've got a backup plan here. You need to block out somebody who wants to argue with you, or somebody who's coming forward. Block them out at all costs. And I do feel that emotionally, I think that what you're experiencing is a Knight of Swords. I think that you're experiencing, because I think the situation with the Empress energy is all about a relationship that is flourishing, that is building, that is growing. And I think that what you're experiencing, and this is love, the Empress energy, and I think that what you're experiencing around that is somebody who is motivated and somebody who is pursuing you. And I feel that, I get the impression, Aquarius, this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. I get the impression somebody's pursuing you here in November. But I feel that you're on your guard here because you don't want to get burnt. Okay? So, the situation is the High Priestess. Okay? It depends whether the Knight of Swords is the High Priestess. Because I think, to be honest with you, I think the High Priestess is really saying that the situation is about you don't know much about this individual. I don't think it's necessarily that this person's keeping secrets. I just think the situation is all about you not knowing much about an individual. Because when you get the High Priestess, you don't know a lot. There's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of things that aren't kind of uncovered. And I think for some of you guys, Aquarius, there's somebody that you don't know much about here. And it might be mentally and emotionally. You're kind of a little bit, you're keeping your options open, but also you're in two minds. I think that emotionally you're kind of making sure that you control your emotions with that Two of Swords. And I think with the Sun card, it's because you don't want to get burned. I think the situation around your present situation is about a flourishing relationship. I think it's about an attraction between you and this individual. And I feel that what you're experiencing is somebody who is pursuing you at all costs in this. I think somebody's definitely pursuing you with this Knight of Swords energy. But emotionally, you're kind of being a little bit cool with this individual here. I feel that this person is pursuing you with this Knight of Swords energy Well, it's good because I feel that this person wants to work on a relationship with you. The Eight of Coins is a good card when it comes to relationships. Because what it suggests is somebody wants to work hard on a relationship. Somebody wants to put some effort into you. And I feel that somebody is pursuing you because they want to put some effort into you. Let's have a look at your hopes and desires. Well, the situation is about the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is an emotionally fulfilling, gratifying, content relationship. What are your hopes around that Ten of Cups energy? The Four of Coins energy. I feel that your hopes are that you've got something that you can hold on to here. Because the Four of Coins, and I don't think that it depends on how you want to read the Four of Coins. Four of Coins can be what I hope that I'll be able to kind of stay away from this situation with the Four of Coins. I hope I'll be able to kind of keep this at bay a little bit here. Depends what that card is. And the Four of Coins might be, well, I hope that this is something that I can hold on to. That I can keep a hold of. Let's have a look at the reason for that. Because of the Eight of Cups energy. Be careful how you read an Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups sometimes walking away. And Eight of Cups is sometimes because you're on a new path. I think that this is a new path, personally. I don't think that you're hoping that you can keep this person at bay. It depends, really. Because I'm going to get clarity on that Four of Cups and see what that Four of Cups is about. So, your hopes are the Four of Cups. Let's have a look. I was going to get my Kipper cards out. I've never really used them, but I think we'll just use the plain old tarot, actually, in this. So, because I think the tarot will explain it better. What do you mean, universe, by Aquarius's hopes being the Four of Pentacles? We know the Four of Pentacles has several meanings to it. Holding back, protecting oneself. You know, some of you guys might be hoping that you can protect yourself because the situation is all about an emotionally contented relationship. It might be around this, well, I hope I can protect myself. What about if the person walks away with the Eight of Cups? It might be, well, I hope this is something that I can hold on to because we're on this new path here with the Eight of Cups. What do you mean by the Eight of Pentacles? What do you mean their hopes are the Eight of Pentacles in 2 cards? Well, the Lovers shows here and Death. Okay. So usually when you get the Death card, something is at an end here. It's about something being at an end. Because the Lovers and Death is usually, sometimes this can be transformation in a relationship. But we're asking what it means by the Four of Coins. Does it mean that your hopes are to hold on to this relationship? Okay. I think I need to pull another card and look at the Two of Swords is showing here as well. With this energy showing here. I think that the Lovers and Death is something that some of you guys can't face right now. So some of you guys, when I look at the Two of Swords, because she's got the blindfold on, this is something she doesn't want to face up to. And I feel that in a way, this is, you know, this relationship ending is something you don't want to face up to. So I think that this is holding on to this. I think that your hopes are that around this relationship, your hopes are that this is something that will be yours, something you're going to hold on to. Because it might be with the Eight of Cups that you're on a new path. I'm just going to clarify that Eight of Cups in 2 to 3 cards as well. What do you mean by the Eight of Cups in 2 to 3 cards? What do you mean by the Eight of Cups in 2 to 3 cards is the reason for the Four of Coins? Okay. I think that some of you guys have been rejected with the Four of Cups energy. Actually, I think with the Four of Cups energy, you don't want any player. Two of Pentacles is a juggler and the Four of Cups is I don't want. You're not interested in having a player, okay, showing up here. They bring nothing but burdens with the Ten of Wands. So I think that this is all about you guys being on a new path. All right, Aquarius. If we look at this here in the present situation, what we're looking at somebody pursuing you, but emotionally you're blocking this person out because you're afraid of getting burnt. And yet in your present situation, the situation is filled with love and, you know, exploration with the Empress energy and the start of a new relationship with the Empress energy. And what you're experiencing is somebody who's trying to pursue you because they really want to put some work and effort into you here. But yet you seem to be blocking them here. You don't know much about them. You're blocking them. You don't want to get hurt. But in your desires, where you say, well, my focus is on having an emotionally fulfilling relationship, and I would hope that this is something that I can hold on to because, number one, facing an ending of an important relationship. Well, I couldn't face again with that Two of Swords, having to end a relationship with somebody who was important in my life, with someone I really love. Because of the Eight of Cups energy showing here, okay? Perhaps because somebody walked away from you. Maybe somebody was, you know, with this Four of Cups energy of commitment phobe, and they just wanted to juggle with the Ten of Cups, maybe many people. Or maybe this is because I'm on a new path now, you know, and, you know, I don't want players within my life. Four of Cups is I don't want. Two of Pentacles is players in my life who bring a whole heap of burdens to me. So I do feel that you guys have turned a corner. You said, I don't want any more players in my life. And that's why you're, see, it shows up as a Knight of Swords, because Knight of Swords can come across as braggadocious, you know. They can come across as people who have the gift of the gab, and they're very good looking, and they're very athletic, and they're very, you know, they're very playful. But I think that for some of you Aquarians, because you've been burnt and you don't want to get burnt with that sun energy, I feel that this person here in November, for some of you guys, this is somebody who has lots of charisma, gift of the gab, they're very talkative, you know, they're one step up from the Page of Swords energy in a love reading. Because when you do readings, look at your court cards and who are these people. Braggadocious is the Knight of Swords. Can't always be trusted in Knight of Swords. But he's got good intentions because he wants to work on something with you. There's a motivation here for this person. But you're blocking this person out. You don't want to get burnt. Because here you're saying, well, I hope, you know, if this is all good, Ten of Cups, you know, if I have an emotionally fulfilling relationship, I hope that I can hold on to this. Because ending a relationship here is something that I really couldn't face, you know. Because I've had people walk away from me in the past. They've been commitment phobic, they've messed around, they've been juggling many things, many others within their lives. And also because I'm a new path, new trajectory, and I don't want a player to come in and cause a load of problems for me. What's going on around your expectations? The situation is about the King of Swords. So now we see the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords, I think, are the same person. But actually, no. Actually, Aquarius, sorry, this is you. Stupid me. I think this is you. King of Swords is an Aquarius person. So I feel that this is you. Sometimes I could have read this as another entity, but I think the Knight of Swords is the other person, and this is you. And you're showing as a King of Swords as well, not only because you're Aquarius, because the King of Swords is highly, this is about somebody who thinks clearly. Now when you get kings, they take action. So you not only think clearly, but you act on those thoughts. And I think that the situation is all about you guys thinking very clearly about what you want and also acting on those thoughts. Now what is it you're expecting if you act on those thoughts of clarity? Well, I feel that some of you guys are expecting to hold back from this individual with the strength energy. And the reason for that is because there you go, the Ten of Swords. Some of you guys, it's really weird with you because you do have somebody here who's pursuing you in November, but you just don't trust this individual. You just don't trust. I'm so sorry. I need to just mess around with this camera. I'm really sorry, guys, but it's really getting on my nerves the way that it looks. Is that better? There we go. Yeah, is that better? It just all looks so slanted and oh dear. Just bear with me one moment, guys. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm being really picky, but sorry, Aquarius. It's just that yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, that looks more in line. Sorry, it just gets on my nerves when it's lopsided. I hate readings being lopsided. It does my head in. So yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting reading so far because I think that this is you. Okay, this is you because you're Aquarius. King of Swords is Aquarius energy. So the situation and your expectation is all about you, and this is about you taking action on your thoughts because the King of Swords is analytical, he's clear thinking, and he's rational. So this is about you guys being rational. And you say, well, if I'm really thinking clearly about it, and if I'm really thinking analytically and I'm thinking rationally about the whole thing, I expect that I'm going to kind of hold back with the Strength card. Because to be honest with you, the reason is with the Ten of Swords energy, I'm either going to get hurt by this braggadocious individual or, you know, this situation isn't going to work out. With the Ten of Swords energy, there's just too many, you know, and I think that you expect to hold back, and it's because of this with the Ten of Swords energy. I think it's more about you guys getting hurt. I just get the impression that you feel that you're going to get hurt with an individual. You know, you don't want to get burnt. I'm getting the impression with some of you Aquarians, you really, really don't want to get burnt by an individual again. You're just tired of it. It almost feels like it's very much like the Scorpio reading that I did. That was one of the first readings I started doing for November a couple of days ago. So this is very much in tune with that. That's your expectations here. What is it you can't see coming in for some of you guys? Well, you've got the world, and the world energy can be the ending of a cycle, or it's the goal that's being achieved. What is it that's coming in around this world energy? Or this is knowledge, or recognition, or realization. What's coming in around this world energy? Well, what you'll find coming in is the Two of Coins energy. And I think that you've got to make a decision. I think that what's coming in is you guys needing to weigh things up. And what's the reason for the Two of Coins? Well, because of the Lovers. Because I think that there is definitely interest here with the Lovers. And I think that what's coming in is you've got a decision to make. Because I feel that you are interested in this person. I think that you're very interested in someone, Aquarius, but you're very afraid of getting hurt. That's what I'm seeing here within this reading. I think that you're very interested in an individual here. And this person clearly wants to put some work into you with the Age of Coins. They're not showing up as coming in with the Knight of Swords energy because, you know, because of the Knight of Wands or because of a Page card. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Those cards, I would say, shit, I don't know whether that's a good thing. Especially the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, yeah, it's not bad. It's just to have fun. But they're coming, they're not, you know, and which is fair enough. Who sees the greater picture when they go into relationships? Anyway, we don't, do we? We go into things and we just want to have some fun at first and then we want to see if it progresses. But this person literally looks like they really want to progress with you. They want to put some action into you, some effort into you. It's not a sexual thing for them. It's more, I want to put some effort into this person. I want to work on a relationship, getting to know them, whatever it is. But you guys are completely kind of, you've got, you know, you've got your eyes closed here with this Two of Swords energy. You're in two minds. I mean, this situation is about a High Priestess. I think this High Priestess is the Knight of Swords. I think somebody, it's not that they're holding secrets, it's just that you don't know much about them. Okay? Sometimes the High Priestess is all intuition, but remember with tarot, you read the cards in different ways. You never read a tarot card in one way, or else you get messed up on a reading big time. So you've got to learn how to read the cards in different ways. High Priestess doesn't just stand for your intuition. It also stands for aloofness. It also stands for I don't know what's going on. Remember, she needs to mediate between light and dark. So sometimes this is the card about saying my feelings are kind of like, I'm unsure of how I feel, is the High Priestess. You know, and it's saying coming in, you know, the world, there's a goal that could be achieved here as being the situation. But you guys coming in around that goal, you need to weigh up. And what is it? Why is it that you need to weigh things up? Because of the Lover's energy. Do you see what I mean? You need to weigh up between your head and your heart. Because the Lovers is all about head and heart decisions as well. Okay, so you need to weigh things up because you've got a head over heart decision to make with this situation. And also for some of you, because there is literally some interest here, you do feel, for some of you guys, a very strong connection to this individual. One that you won't allow them to investigate with you because you're so afraid of getting hurt. The immediate future shows up as the Five of Coins. So the Five of Coins, because I feel that this relationship, I don't know whether it's relatively new, but I just feel for some of you guys this could be a relatively new thing. And for some of you guys it might be that there's been a back and forth thing going on for a long time. And I feel that you are truly in control of this, Aquarius, because I see this person coming forward towards you. But I see you guys blocking this person out because you're not, she's not reversed or anything. But I certainly feel that there is a lack of kind of knowledge or a lack of an unknowing concerning this individual. You really don't want to get hurt. So the ball is in your court. Situation is all about the Five of Coins. And sometimes when you've got the Five of Coins, it's all about abandonment. So this, or closing the door or shutting someone out. So the situation might be about you guys shutting this person out. What are you experiencing? What's the immediate future around that Five of Coins energy? But we've got the Eight of Wands, which is nice. So the Eight of Wands shows progress with the Eight of Wands. What's the reason for that progress? Well, there you go, the Page of Coins. So what does this mean? I still feel that this is you guys in the immediate future slightly shutting this individual out. But what you'll find coming around this is that this person is not easily detained. Because I've got messages coming in. And the reason is this person's really interested in you. They really are interested in you, Aquarius. They really are. The Page of Cups shows interest, shows romantic interest. And the Eight of Wands I would read as being progress messages. It doesn't matter what you try and do with this individual, with the Five of Coins energy. Five of Coins in terms of love can also be support, but for some of you, I just don't feel that you know this person well enough to use this word. Because this is Five of Coins, it's support. Okay? But I wouldn't say it's in this reading. I think the situation is about you guys shutting this individual out. To a certain extent. And I feel that what you've experienced coming in is that, you know, this progressing. This person's going to be contacting you. They're still going to be talking to you. They're still communicating with you. This person might even be love bombing you to a certain extent. Because I feel that this person is very interested in you. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups shows romantic interest. The overall outcome from this shows justice. So this is nice, okay? So justice can be about, the situation can be about making a decision, and the situation with justice can be about things falling into place. What is it you're experiencing as the overall outcome around justice? The Six of Swords. So this is about moving forward. I wouldn't say this is you moving on. I'd say this is you moving forward with this individual. What's the reason for that? Okay, so the Seven of Wands. Bloody hell, I hate that card. I feel that this is, I don't think, see, trouble is, I'm going to get clarifiers on those. Because that's a tricky card to read for, and that's a tricky card in terms of love. You see, they have several meanings. So sometimes the Six of Swords can be, okay, so the situation is all about justice. And I think that the situation is about making a decision with the justice energy, in which the overall outcome might be that you guys decide, well, I'm going to progress in this relationship, showing here, because, you know, I'm reclaiming my power. Seven of Wands also means to reclaim your power. Okay, so it means with the Seven of Wands, when you get this energy showing here, I'm reclaiming my power, I'm feeling empowered enough again, because I do feel that there was a lack of confidence somewhere along the line in these earlier stages. And sometimes this can be, well, I make a decision to move on because, you know, with the Seven of Wands, I just find the situation too challenging and I'm deciding to block this person out. So you can read it two ways, really. For some of you guys, you will decide, we won't bother with the clarifiers, but for some of you guys, you will decide to move on. You'll make a decision to move on from this situation because with the Seven of Wands energy, you probably don't trust the individual. And for some of you guys, you'll make a decision to move forward with the situation because you're reclaiming your power back. So I think it's two ways. It'll either be with this person that some of you guys are going to move forward, or it will either be with some of you guys you decide not to bother moving forward with this individual. But this person is very adamant, I think, when I look at this reading. I see somebody who's very adamant, very, very adamant to be with you, Aquarius. But you won't let them in. That's all I'm seeing here. You won't let them in. We're going to quickly do this reading again, Aquarius. For the month of November 2018, I'm seeing the card, the High Priestess, being the situation around you, mental and emotional. I think with the High Priestess energy, this is all about someone you don't know much about, or this is about something that you don't have great. Even though she's highly intuitive, you don't always read the High Priestess that way. Sometimes somebody just doesn't know with a High Priestess. So the situation is you don't know. And I think that what you don't know is about this person that much with the High Priestess energy. I think that you're caught between a light and a dark. You know, you're caught between two paths with that High Priestess. And I think that concerning this person here, I think that mentally and emotionally, you are keeping your options open with the Two of Swords, but also you're in two minds. I think emotionally, you're kind of keeping yourself a little bit cool there, emotionally wise. You're not giving much up to this individual. And I think it's because with the Sun energy, you really don't want to get burnt. I feel that in the present situation, Aquarius, this is all about a blossoming relationship. And what you're experiencing is that somebody around you, this Knight of Swords, is very motivated and they're very, very determined to pursue you. But you seem to be blocking this person out because you don't want to get burnt. But I feel that they're very interested in you because they really want to work on building a relationship with you with the Eight of Coins energy. In your hopes and desires, you say, well, the situation is all about finding a fulfilling, contented, loving relationship. I would hope that if I found this, I could hold on to it because I really couldn't face with the Two of Swords energy another failure of a relationship with the Lovers and the Death energy showing here. Because maybe I've had people who have left me with the Eight of Cups. You know, they've been commitment phobes, played around with many other people. Also, I want to hold on to a relationship. I would hope that I could hold on to a really good relationship because I couldn't face the ending of another relationship because I'm on a new path. I've put myself on a new path here, which means I'm not interested, Four of Cups, in players who bring burdens to my door with the Ten of Wands. So some of you guys are literally on a new trajectory, and the Knight of Swords is the type of bloke, same with the Page of Swords as well. They're the same types of characters who people generally don't want to, you know, especially if you're looking for something long-term. Generally with a Knight of Swords character, you wouldn't want that type of character. You'd want a king, like a King of Coins or a King of Cups. That's what the type of person a male or a female would want for love. You know, you wouldn't want a Page of Swords or a Knight of Swords because they can be extraordinarily unpredictable, you know, and people don't want that. So this is why you're blocking this. This is why they might not necessarily be a Gemini or anything like that, and they might not necessarily be up to the age of 30 or 35, but they might appear to be the Knight of Swords to you, that type of character, somebody who's unpredictable, somebody who's in a rush to do stuff, but they're in a rush. They want to work on something with you here, but you're blocking them out simply because they come across as somebody who's a little bit too forceful, and you're saying, look, my desires are to hold on to a good relationship here, because I cannot face having to end a relationship again, or having to, you know, a relationship that fails. I'm on a new path here, and I'm not accepting, no way with the Four of Cups, am I accepting any type of a player with the Two of Pentacles energy, because they bring too many problems to my door. In your expectations, well, this is you, I feel, the King of Swords, Aquarius, and I feel that you are, the situation is all about you guys thinking clearly. So to yourselves, you're saying in your expectations, well, if I'm thinking clearly about the situation and purely analytically with this situation, with this King of Swords energy, I expect that I'm going to hold back a little bit here, because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt, I don't want to get slaughtered, I don't want to get betrayed by another individual, okay? So this is your hopes, and this hope might not necessarily be with this Knight of Swords. It might just be on the whole, I want a good relationship here. I've set myself on a new path. I've put my intentions out there. No more wide boys, no more wide girls, no more players. All bullshit, not interested in any of that type of thing. I know exactly what I want here. And I expect that maybe with this Knight of Swords, when I'm thinking clearly, really, that I'm going to have to hold back a little bit with the strength energy showing here, because I really don't want to get my heart broken. I don't want to get hurt with the Ten of Swords. However, what you can't see coming in is that there is a massive goal here for you to achieve with the world energy. And I feel that what you can't see around this world energy is that you're going to have to make a decision with the Two of Coins. You're going to have to weigh things up. You're going to have to make that decision, because I do feel that you are very attracted to this individual with the Lover's energy. I think that you have a very strong attraction. I think that you're fighting it because you don't trust them. And because you're looking for whatever you consider to be the perfect relationship. Even though this person's coming in and they really want to work on a relationship with you, you don't trust them because they appear to you to be a Knight of Swords. Well, appearances can be deceiving. They might appear like this, but they might not be like this in the long run. And I feel for some of you guys, Aquarius, you know, you're going to have a decision to make, because you are very attracted to this individual. Even if you completely ignore it and, you know, some of you guys, you are completely ignoring this and you're saying, no, I'm not attracted, I'm not going to let this person in. But you are. That's why you've got this decision to make. And I think that this will come through when this happens, because I think that the situation in the immediate future is about you guys pushing this person away with that Five of Coins. But the immediate future around that says this person just comes back with more, because they really are interested. This Knight of Swords, which I'm not surprised, because he's like that. He never takes no for an answer. This person's not taking no for an answer here. Doesn't matter what you do. You try pushing this person out. See, they're still coming for you. There's somebody around you who's still coming for you in November. They just won't let you go. But you keep pushing them away, but they will not let you go. Okay? Now, for some of you guys, I'm thinking three things. I think that if you keep pushing this person out, the overall outcome could read as the situation being your karma, justice. So the situation is about you getting your karma. Whatever it is that you're pushing up, that you're putting out there, you're getting back. So this person keeps coming for you, but you keep pushing them away. It might be the situation is justice, getting your karma, where this person might move on because you're pushing them out. Seven of Wands. For some of you guys, it might be the Justice card in the overall outcome is justice, making a decision in which you decide to move forward with this individual, the Six of Swords energy, because you'd regain your power and your confidence in them, especially as they won't take no for an answer. And for some of you guys, you make a decision to move on from this individual simply because you probably just don't trust them. It's one of the other. It's three things. Three outcomes could occur, I feel, for some of you guys, November going into December. It's a very good reading. The power is in your hands, definitely, Aquarius, for the month of November 2018. And love, I do see a lover very much pursuing you, and they won't take no for an answer. Some of you guys, if you keep pushing this person out, they might just go elsewhere. You'll get what you ask for, the Justice energy, where they move on because you push them away. Some of you guys, you'll make a decision to pursue the relationship, finding your confidence again, probably because they keep pursuing you and you're kind of like, okay, well, you know, I need to make a decision because, you know, the lovers, I am interested in them and they're interested in me, so let me go for it. And for some of you guys, you'll make a decision to move on because, well, it doesn't matter what they do, you simply don't trust them. Just depends. But I do feel that the power is really in your hands for November 2018 concerning a suitor who simply will not back down, Aquarius. All right, that is your reading, your love reading for the month of November 2018. Remember, you can get your general readings. You can also order a reading with me in the box that's come up. And yeah, thanks for your time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.